told you. Sorry about that.
Rowan, I won't comment on the obvious.
I haven't got time. Just get yourself up to the Aidensfield Road.
And keep a lookout for a grey van. Registration Juliet Tango November 101. The tobacco wholesalers in Morton has just been raided. Looks like the villains are headed our way. Now, Ventris and Bellamy, they're covering the Whitby Road.
Right, Sarge.
Be careful. They left a young clerk with a fractured skull.
On my way, Sarge. You want to get me in trouble with my sergeant. Come on.
Yeah, lovely day, eh?
Ah, it is.
Right. All set?
You go.
Well, you're not coming? Hey, we can go down to that wee tea shop, make pigs of ourselves, eh?
You go, you can do some painting.
I don't have to. Would you rather go up to Whitby? Have a walk up to the Abbey?
Look, you're going to have a nice walk. I might go later.
OK. Just remember to stay out of people's way around here. They've got work to do, yeah?
I will.
The idea for us coming away like this was for me to get to know her a bit better.
It looks like you're doing that.
She misses her mum. We both do.
It's only natural. A walk will do you good. And she'll be no trouble. It's nice to have a lass around the place instead of hulking great men.
So tired of waiting, tired of waiting for you.
What's up? They're waiting for us. Could be. Turn round. I know a back road over Aidensfield way. So Donald, you said. Well, you promised. You say something? Now, Ned. Now, miss.
I was a lonely soul. I had nobody till I met you. But you keeping me waiting all of the time. What can I do?
That one from Canada?
Aye. Thicker than all.
She must have plenty to tell you.
Do what you like, but please don't keep me waiting, 'cause I'm so tired of waiting,
Are you going after your dad, love?
Yeah.
He's gone up over Kellamore, I think.
Right, thanks.
Got your packed lunch inside. Come and get it.
There's another one. What are we going to do?
Turn off, quick.
You said you won't be checking the back roads.
Sort of smart him out like that and you'll regret it now. Keep going. Just do it.
The look of love is in your eyes. The look your heart can't disguise. The look of love is saying so much more than just words can ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. I can hardly wait.
Is that how they do it in Liverpool, then?
What?
Throw stones at lads to pick them up.
I wasn't trying to pick you up.
Oh, right. Because I was just going to say, that's how we do it round here and all.
You don't.
Aye, it's all right. I mean, saves a lot of stupid, pointless conversation, you know. My mate fancies you and all that. You just hurl a rock.
You're daft, you.
Aye. You're not out with your dad today, then?
No. Boring. What are you doing?
Finishing this, then going to work on cottage.
Cottage?
Ah, yeah. It's an old place up there. I'm doing it up to live in.
Nice.
Do you fancy coming and having a look?
Yeah? Mrs. Watkins said you'd phone.
I need your help, Joe.
Why, what's happened?
They've asked her to go into hospital for tests, just for a couple of days, and she won't go. She absolutely refuses.
A test for what?
I don't know. She went to see the neurologist, and he said it's the only way to sort things out.
And she said she won't.
You can't go on like this. I just can't cope. You'll have to come over and persuade her. Please, Joe, she'd listen to you.
I doubt it.
She would.
You wouldn't say that if you'd heard her the last time I was home.
Please.
All right, I'll come over straight after school.
Who is this mate of yours, anyway?
He's not a mate of mine. It's just somewhere to hole up until the police think we've passed them.
Can we trust him, then?
Hello, Claude. Long time no see.
I heard you were out.
Yeah, well, they don't keep you in forever. You know, not even for GBH. What are you doing these days? Still profiting from the Ashfordley estate?
I can get the odd bird or two if you want any.
Oh, that'd be nice. 10 quid, do you, for a brace?
10 quid?
Yeah, then me and my mate can wait here while you pluck them for us.
Hang on. What are you up to?
Look, we've got to stick this fan away somewhere, in there, perhaps.
Look, I'd like to help you, Ned.
Oh, that's all right, then.
You can't put it in there. There's no
Have
room.
you got something in there you don't want us to see?
Don't tell daft.
Oh, hi.
It's only wine. I make my own.
Oh, well. Reckon we can manage a glass or two of that?
You can stick the van round the back of the barn and take that tarpaulin. Keep it hidden from prying eyes.
Hey, hang on a minute. If you've been up to something, I couldn't stand the aggravation.
I'll make it 15 quid. And you can keep the bird.
It's burnt out, Sarge.
Did anyone see anything?
Jim Metcalf, whose farm's up the road, saw smoke. But at the time he got here, there was no one about.
Well, they must have had another van handy for the switchover.
Let's see if anyone spotted a strange vehicle in the area.
Yeah, will do, Sarge.
It's lovely.
Not yet, it ain't, but it will be.
Don't you like living in the farmhouse?
I'd rather have a place of my own.
Wish I could.
Well, you get on with your dad, don't you?
He's okay. But it's been awful. Since my mum died. He never leaves me alone. It's where are you going? When will you be back? Have you done your homework?
Aye, well, that's parents for you. Do you want to give me on with the rest of the stuff?
Yeah.
Hey, it's the village bobby. You'd better get lost.
What are you going to say?
Shut up and get rid of him.
All right, but I want you two out of it the minute he's gone.
All right.
Well then, Nick.
Afternoon, Claude. You been out on Burley Moor the last day or so?
No, why?
Well, someone set light to a van up there.
Hey, what are you doing here? It's got nothing to do with me.
I didn't say it had. No, we know the van was used in a robbery. Looks like they switched vehicles up there.
Did they? Well, I haven't been anywhere near there.
All right, fair enough.
What were taken?
Cigarettes from a warehouse. They left someone with a fractured skull. See you then.
I'm not changing my mind for you or anyone else. And don't say you weren't sent round, because I know your father.
But, Mum...
I'm not listening. I've been to Dr. McMillan, I've been to the optician, and I've been to this neurologist chap. And I'm not wasting any more time.
You just go and have the tests.
I don't need tests. I'm better. Much better.
But the headaches have gone.
More or less.
Back in a minute.
Mum, are you sure?
The other thing about going into hospital,
There's what?
Well, if the tests find nothing, they might think it's all in my mind. They might think... Well, I wouldn't want them to think it was mental. You know, put me on tranquilizers or something.
Mum.
Well, you can laugh. I get quite scared about it sometimes. I'm different from you, Joe. I'm more highly strung.
Oh, I see. I'm a pudding, I suppose.
No. You're like your father's side of the family. Sensible. I don't know. Perhaps I am going mad.
Mum, you're not going mad. You're just frightened because you don't know what's wrong. That's why you've got to have the tests. Whatever they do or don't find, it's better than not knowing. Think she's coming round to the hospital, I dear, Dad?
Am I?
Yes. You and I are not that different, Mum. You can be quite sensible too.
Yes, and you, my girl, are about as stubborn as your mother.
So you'll go?
Only if it'll stop the two of you fussing over me any longer. And you can stop smiling. Quite like old times. Two of you in cahoots, getting round me.
I didn't want any part of this.
You want to go easy with that stuff.
Yeah. You said it were going to be easy. All we had to do was get through the warehouse doors, into the van, drive it away, and we're laughing.
When are you going to stop carping?
You must have known somebody would be there.
Yeah. We shouldn't have been an hero.
And you just happened to have that tyre lever, eh? Why did I ever listen to you?
Need a light, Claude?
No. I need my head examining. I knew there'd be something. I should have turned you into that copper.
Well, you didn't, so you're in it as deep as we are.
Hey, don't start that game. This has got nothing to do with me.
We're waiting here till it's dark.
All right, so long as you get going then.
Oh, please, you agree with me, Claude. I'd hate to cause you pain when you've been so hospitable. Here you are, then. You'll get a bob or two for those. Pay for our keep.
Did you go far today?
No, just up onto the moors. Had a spot of painting.
I saw your picture. You've got a talent for it.
Application, more like. I've been doing it since I was a lad.
Well, you certainly get the views for it round here.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I came here. I mean, where I was today, it was just... Oh, it was just exactly the same as the last time I was here.
When was that?
Last year of the war, I was billeted in the village.
Really? I was away driving an ambulance then, in York. And my sister was here, though. You could have met her.
What was her name?
Ruth Philpott.
Yes, I think I met her. Where is she now?
Vancouver. She married a Canadian airman after the war. Did Kathy catch up with you this morning?
No. Probably didn't try too hard. Does your son Stephen have a girlfriend?
Nobody special.
Kathy's not shown any interest in boys yet. Finding your way around okay? Yeah. Yeah, nothing much seems to have changed since I was last here. Oh, aye?
Oh, 20 years is no time round here. Good job it's just a salad. It'll keep for her.
So did your dad let you out at night?
Of course.
Where'd you go?
Usually the pictures, bowling. There's a gang of us.
But he don't let you have boyfriends, does he?
He doesn't know everything.
Oh.
I thought you said you were going when it got dark.
Didn't know stupid here was going to get legless.
Hey, it's empty, is this? Come on, Claude, you're not much of a host, are you?
You've had enough.
All right. Yeah, Claude. Where's the,
You're not going to be sick, are you?
Mm-mm. No, I'm fine. Absolutely fine.
It's outside in the yard.
Right, cheers.
What do you put in that stuff?
It's pretty potent, that. I stick in half a bottle of vodka to get a bit of a G up.
No wonder he can hardly stand, let alone drive.
Well, why don't you drive?
None of your business.
I bet you can't, can you?
Why don't you shut up? Will you play that screaming and shouting like that?
Get it off me foot! It's just collapsed. It's knackered like everything else round here.
Hey, this is everything.
I know!
Oh, shut up, will you? Let me help you.
What are you doing mucking about in here anyway?
Just trying to get some of that double X stuff from up there.
Well, it serves you right then, doesn't it?
Oh, I think I've bust it.
I don't believe this. This is your fault, Claude.
What are you talking about? I didn't want you in the first place.
There's no way you can drive without foot.
I knew something like this was going to happen. I must be out of my tiny mind.
I've checked all around. They're not here. You say you last saw this afternoon?
Aye, she were up at the cottage.
Which cottage?
The one Stephen's doing up. Don't worry, Mr. Thompson. She'll come to no harm with him.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're spending the entire day together...
I'll go up and see if they're still there.
Well, he's no flaming right to take her up to his cottage. She's only a child.
How was she?
Scared of going into hospital.
No, I meant with you.
Well, better than last time.
Well, good.
Actually, quite nice, in fact. But we didn't talk about weddings.
Oh, I wish you'd come round.
I don't know.
Well, she better. Or I'll have to kidnap you and take you to Gretna Green. Ainsford Police.
Hello, yes. I'm sorry to bother you. It's my daughter. She's gone missing.
I'll be glad when I get away to university. Then I'll have a place of my own, like you.
I'm going abroad.
You? Leave the farm? I thought you'd just live there forever. Bring up lots of rosy-cheeked children.
No. I want to go to Canada.
Canada?
Yeah. I mean, just for a holiday at first, but if I like it, I might stay.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, well, it's what I do something with my life. Instead of spending it hanging around farm. What are you going to do?
Depends. I could get married and still go to university if I want. There are plenty of ways of stopping babies happening, you know.
Do you know, I pity the bloke who takes you on. I mean, he's not going to know what's hit him.
Don't laugh at me. I thought I could talk to you.
I'm not. You can't. I've never talked to anyone like you. I love it.
Do you? Really?
I'm going to miss you next week. We best be getting back. It's getting late.
I don't care.
Well, I do. It's milking at 6.
I've been up to the cottage, but there's no sign of them.
You sure they're together?
Yes.
We can't be sure.
Bill last saw them this afternoon, but they have been spending a lot of time together.
Any idea where Stephen might be if he's not with Kathy?
You're not telling me you think it's a coincidence that they're both missing?
I'm just trying to find out where they might be.
Where on earth have you been? I've been worried sick.
What have you been doing, lad? Now talking. Now!
What's the matter with you? I'm old enough to go out on my own.
We'll be leaving first thing in the morning.
Go on, you two, wakey, wakey.
What is it?
I brought you some tea, so you can sup it and hop it.
What time is it?
It's time you were gone.
Oh!
What's up now?
Well, it's my foot. But look at it. I need a flipping doctor.
Here we are, then. Oh, but I asked for a room on my own.
Mum, well, she did ask for one.
You're only in for tests, dear. Single rooms are reserved for our seriously ill patients. Now, why don't you just pop your nightie on and get yourself into bed?
I suppose he asked for some money back.
No, he's paid for a week.
A lot of fuss about and out.
Maybe, but I think it's all for the best.
Only to spoil their holiday.
Well, Stephen and Lass, they were getting a bit close. It wouldn't do. She's still at school.
Stephen's got a good head on his shoulders. He's responsible.
I know. It's just a...
What?
Oh, I don't know. But I still think it's all for the best.
Can't we stay? Please. I've said I'm sorry.
No, I've made up my mind.
But nothing happened, Dad. Stephen's not like that. Even if you think I am.
You shouldn't have gone off and stayed out so late without asking me.
You'd have said no.
Well, that's worse. Now I can't trust you.
Well, what difference will going home make?
Do you think we can stay here after last night? Kathy, I called the police out to look for you.
Dad, I've said I'm sorry. I don't see why we have to leave.
Just be ready to go in half an hour.
I dare say I'll have to sit here all day waiting.
Houseman's on his way down. Sister just said so.
Houseman. Some 20-year-old youth. I knew it was going to be like this, Joe.
Mum, calm down. Just relax.
Can I? Yes, you go. I'll be all right.
No, it's all right. Mrs. Watkins isn't expecting me back till dinner break. Nick sent his love, by the way.
How kind of him. It's the modern way, I suppose, sending love to strangers. In my day, love was just between members of a family.
Well, he will be soon. He'll be your son-in-law.
Take my cup away, would you? It's made me feel sick. Nothing you say will make me change my mind, Joe. I will never approve of Nick. Never.
Do you have sandwiches today, Ventus?
Yes, Sarge.
Right, give them here then.
Now, can any of you fine forensic minds identify these?
Tobacco.
Mice, Ventus. And you know what attracts mice?
Lady mice.
Food, Bellamy. So these, Ventus, are going into the outside bin. Now, how do we stand with this cigarette business?
Well, I've seen Metcalf, and he reckons he saw a blue van in Burley Wood yesterday, but it's not there now.
Right, will you and Bellamy go and take a look? Has he any idea when it was moved?
No, Sarge.
Well, none of us saw a blue van go through the roadblocks, Sarge.
So it might still be on our patch, right, Ventress? You can start checking the pubs and the cafes and the tobacconists and find out if there's anyone offering cheap cigarettes for sale.
Who's this?
local nurse.
What does she want?
How do I know? If I were a clairvoyant, I wouldn't have been here when you arrived. Hold on to him, I'll go and have a word. What do you want?
I want a word with you, Claude. Ted Shawcross almost collapsed yesterday with alcohol poisoning, and it's your home brew he was drinking.
Ah!
What's wrong with him?
Hurt his foot.
Well, I better take a look at him. When did this happen?
Last night.
Last night? You should have gone to the hospital.
That's where we're taking him.
Well, that needs an X-ray. I'm on my way over there. Come on, let's get you into the Land Rover.
Ah! Oh, it's the last job I do with you.
Blather idiot. I'm going to.
All right.
Hey, excuse me, what's happening with the van?
You take that van to Mickey Jackson's cafe this afternoon.
What are you talking about? I'm not doing that.
The alternative's being in the next bed to Peach.
Are you coming or not?
Yeah, and remember, I'm relying on you.
I wondered whether you'd been offered any cheap cigarettes or cigars. Oh, yes, I'm sure you would. Thanks, anyway.
Any joy?
Not yet, Sarge, no. Oh, we've had a breakthrough on the other problem, though.
We won't be needing a mechanical solution, Ventus. Heathcliff.
Oh, we've had a telex from Malton, Sarge, asking for news on their tobacco thieves. It says, and I'm quoting here, "Is Oscar Blaketon losing his grip?"
I'll give him losing my grip. Look, never mind phoning people. Just get out on the streets and question them face to face.
Oh, no, it's much quicker here, Sarge.
Quicker, maybe. More effective, no. The sight of a police uniform makes all the difference to getting the right answers. Heathcliff. And while you're about it, just get rid of that.
It's for your own good, Kath. I know you think you're grown up, but you're only still... Well, you know. You've got exams coming up. An important couple of years ahead of you.
I don't know whether I want to go to university anymore.
Look, I know what it's like to meet somebody away from home, like you and Stephen. It's different. It's exciting. The trouble is, every generation thinks they've invented the wheel.
Dad, I could talk to Stephen. I've not talked to anyone like that. Not in months.
This time next week, you won't even remember what he looked like.
Nick, thank goodness I've caught you. I've got to go to the hospital.
What's happened?
Dad rang half an hour ago. He wants me to go back.
Why?
I don't know. He just said she wasn't well. He sounded so worried, Nick.
Well, I'll follow him as soon as I can. But she's probably just got herself in a stew or something. You know what she's like.
I'd better go.
Drive carefully. I love you.
Wasn't too on it.
Do you fancy a cuppa?
No, thanks. Would you like me to make you one?
Oh, that's a nice idea. Yeah, thanks.
Then I'll go over to Claire's.
Ah.
If you don't mind.
No, on you go. Just don't be too late back, eh?
I won't.
I thought we were mates, Alf. How many times have I let you have a couple of packets on tick just before payday?
Oh, that's very much appreciated, Mickey. I'm only doing my job. I'm simply asking if anyone's offered you any cheap fags.
If you want to search the place, you're quite welcome.
No, that won't be necessary.
just remember, those fags are so hot, they'll probably light up themselves. So if anyone approaches, remember who your mates are.
You've got a deal, Alf. Do you want to pack it yourself just now?
No, Ta.
I wanted to have a word about Claude Greengrass.
What's he been up to?
Selling homemade wine again. I've warned him, but I think it might need something more official.
I think we can manage that.
Also, he's got some rather odd company at the moment. 2 blokes staying there. One of them seems to be leaning on Claude rather heavily.
They're still there?
No, I've taken them into the hospital. The other one crushed his foot.
Well, thanks, Maggie. We'll look into it.
5,000 fags, please, Mickey. Or, more to the point, some cash.
Is this some kind of a joke?
No, you must have had them by now.
If this is a double cross...
It's not you being double-crossed, Mickey. If that old fossil thinks he can go into business by himself, he's got another thing coming.
Yeah. Could I speak to PC Ronan, please?
I'm sorry, PC Rowan is not here at the moment.
What about PC Ventress, please?
No. This is Sergeant Blaketon. Who is this?
Nobody.
Is that you, Greengrass?
What, no.
Hello there. You Claude Greengrass's mate?
Well, not a mate exactly.
Well, if you're not a mate, what were you doing at Greengrass's place?
Somebody told me he did a nice line in homemade wine.
And who was that?
I forget.
The same somebody who brought you in?
I told you, I don't know what you mean. Look, I had a bit too much to drink and then he hit me foot. This is now illegal, isn't that?
He's got to be involved.
Yeah, well, there's no point taking him. He's not exactly going anywhere.
We'll see if we can find out who his mate is. I promised Joe I'll go down to York.
Okay.
Get him report back to Blaketon.
What do you want?
Hey, nothing. I just wanted a word with PC Ventress.
Well, I presume that's why you were whispering his name, like a lovesick kid.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not really important. I'll come back later.
You're not going anywhere, Greengrass. Not till you tell me what exactly is going on.
It's Nick, Mum. Come to see how you are.
Hello, Mrs. Weston. How are you feeling?
Don't do that. Orange juice. I want some orange juice.
In a minute, dear.
What happened?
Dad was sitting with her, and then suddenly she got a terrible headache, and then she was sick.
She may have had a cerebral hemorrhage, Miss Weston, but we will know more when Dr. Bentley gets here.
Are you sure this is right, though, Mr. Blaketon?
Oh, yes. Now, inside.
You're positive you're only keeping me here till you check that what I've told you is the truth? Hey, you don't have to lock it, though, do you? I mean, I'm not going to run off.
In my car park's a stolen van, full of stolen cigarettes. And you admit to being behind the wheel.
Well, of course I would, because I drove it here, didn't I? But voluntarily, I'm cooperating.
Another way of putting it would be confessing. Now sit down and shut up.
Yeah, so I'll probably stay in York overnight to help Joe. Will you and Katie be all right? Yeah, hold on. Joe. Eileen would like a quick word.
Hello, Eileen. Well, the doctor's with her now. Yes, it's been a terrible shock. Look, I'd better go. I will, the minute I know anything. Bye. She's going to be all right, Dad, honestly.
Yeah, the great thing is they called it in time.
She's dead.
Shall I leave you for a few minutes, Mr. Weston? There'll have to be a post-mortem, I'm afraid. We'll move Mrs. Weston off the ward in a few minutes, and arrangements can be made for you to visit the Chapel of Rest.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry, dear. So very sorry.
Yes, I realise what time it is, Mr. Eccles, but Kathy said she was coming over to see Claire, and I just wondered if she was on her way home yet. Well, not at all. Has Claire spoken to Kathy? Oh. Oh, well, thanks anyway. Look, I'm sorry to have bothered you.
They say everything can be replaced, yet every distance is not near. So I remember every face of every man who put me here. I see my life come shining.
Who is it?
From the western
Stephen, it's me.
any day now, anyway now, I shall be
Stephen.
Where is he? Wherever he is, he better stay there, because when I find him, I'm going to work him over.
Here, look at this. This stuff any good?
Not for much longer.
Morning, Sarge.
Ah, Rowan.
I wonder if I can start my shift a bit later today. I've been at the hospital all night with Joe. Her mother died.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry.
Leighton! How am I expected to have to stop in here?
The stolen fags have surfaced. Greengrass has given himself up. Get up! Get up! Come on! Come on!
Have you seen Kathy?
Your lass? No, not since she left.
She must have got here late last night.
We haven't seen her.
Right, where's that lad of yours? This is all his fault.
Now, just hang on a minute.
I'm not messing about, Mr. Walker. Where is he?
Oh, thank goodness for that. This place is an health hazard. I'm allergic to cats. That flaming thing of yours has been in here all night.
There is a way out of it, you know, Claude.
How's that?
Well, if you don't want the cigarettes, then I suggest you take them to the man who does.
I can't do that. Not now they know I've been in here. I mean, if they find out, they'll murder me.
Well, that's a chance we'll just have to take, won't we?
Hey there!
Are you Greengrass?
No, I've got some stuff for you.
Ned is here.
What the hell are you up to? Get off, you lunatic!
Hey, hey, hey! Let's get these fags out of the way. Then you can smack him. Come on, give it a hand.
I've done my bit bringing it here.
You
Stitches up!
This isn't my van.
Yeah, come on.
I'm just...
Come on, Andrew, you green grass.
What are you talking about?
Come on, it's for your own good. Oh, I see what you mean. Right.
Well, where else could she be?
Plenty of places, if you ask me.
Just what do you mean by that?
Let's stop arguing.
No, I want to know what he meant.
I meant she could be anywhere. She could have gone to a friend, or she could have just run away to frighten you.
Then why is Stephen missing as well?
He's not missing. He could be anywhere on farm. He always likes to make an early start. He's got a life of his own, and he can do without being dragged into your daughter's daft games.
This might be a game to you, Walker, but it happens to be my daughter we're talking about.
And it's my son, and I'm telling you, there's no harm in the lad. You were the one that were jumping about like a cat on hot bricks every time they looked at each other. No harm in them spending time together, if you ask me.
Bill.
Nay, he comes here shouting odds about Stephen just because his precious lass has gone off into the night without telling him.
There's only one place she would go, and that is here. Because your precious son turned her head.
I've had enough of this. I want you off my land.
Not until I've found her. She'll be up at that cottage he's working on.
She's not here. I keep telling you now. Come on.
That's it, is it? You don't want me to find them, do you?
What are you on about?
You know! I'll sort your son out for you.
I'm calling police.
He's off his head.
He's Stephen's father.
You are?
I'm sure of it. He told me he'd met Ruth here during the war. And you know that picture she gave us for Stephen? It's just like the one he's been painting here.
When they told me that I were adopted, they were worried that I'd be hurt, feel rejected. But I've always thought of Mary and Bill as my mum and dad. I mean, they couldn't have any kids of their own. And my real mum, well, she knew that they'd love me and that they'd bring me up right. And she had a chance to be happy and all. She met a Canadian. He was an airman from Vancouver. And they just fell in love. Proper love.
Well, what about your real dad?
Dunno. He was a soldier. That's all I know.
Well, wouldn't you like to get to know him as well?
That were a long time ago. I don't even suppose my mum knows where he is now.
Hey, bet you're looking forward to meeting your mum.
You've got to wonder, haven't you? If I'm like her, hey, do you want to see her?
Yeah.
We've been writing for a couple of years now. She wants me to go over to Canada. I've been saving up.
Kathy!
Dad!
She's just a child. An innocent child. How could you do that?
Now it happened.
Dad, please!
Kathy, you don't understand. It wasn't just your mother I lost when she died. I lost you as well. And then you come along and you take advantage of a vulnerable kid.
Dad, no!
It wasn't meant to go off.
Dad, get me a cloth, quick!
Here, try that. It was an accident.
I'll call an ambulance.
Stephen!
Mum, she said she were going to go home.
I know. Shh, be quiet.
That painting, where did you get it?
It was his mother's. She was given it by Stephen's father.
Who's his mother?
Ruth.
On my days off, we used to walk on the moor and paint. I met Ruth. Then I got posted away. On my last night, we gave her that painting.
And you never knew about Stephen.
No idea. We wrote for a while, then her letters just stopped.
Oh, I think it's great, Dad. I've got a big brother.
Are you sure you want to tell him? If you don't, I will understand.
He's got a right to know.
Undertakers. Vicar. What else?
Hymns.
Hymns. Did you have a look, Dad?
Hmm?
Hymns.
Hills of the North rejoice. We had that on our wedding day.
Right. What else did she like?
I don't know. Can't remember.
I better be getting back. I'll see you tomorrow, Mr. Weston.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is happening. I keep expecting her to walk in through that door and tell us off for making a mess.
I know. Did you get the result of the post-mortem?
Yeah. Dad's in such a shaky state, I haven't had to tell him yet.
What did it say?
She had a weakness in an artery wall, which suddenly burst. It was a cerebral aneurysm.
So there's nothing anyone could have done?
No. I feel so awful, though. She must have been feeling terrible. I just didn't take her seriously.
And there's no point in feeling like that.
I just wish she hadn't pushed me away, that's all. That's the last thing she ever did, Nick. She pushed my hand away.
But she didn't know what she was doing.
If only we'd made up the quarrel.
If only is no good, Joe. You did the best you could at the time, and now you have to go forward.
Yes, but it's very hard.
I remember what you did like. We plough the fields and scatter.
It's a harvest hymn, Dad.